Welcome to this week's travel tip. It's to the city of Chicago. Our morning started out in downtown Milwaukee to catch the Amtrak train in the city of Chicago. We had to pop into a coffee shop beforehand, and we were the first customers, and we were grateful that they opened at 5 a.m. The Chicago Fed's Money Museum is open every weekday but closed on bank holidays. The Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago is located at the corner of South LaSalle Street and Jackson. The Money Museum opens at 8:30. After passing through TSA-style security, we entered the free museum. The first things that we encountered were the old money collections. They had different displays with money from the 1620s, the 1700s, and the 1800s. It was actually amazing. One display case had the $10 founding father, Alexander Hamilton. He is on the $10 bill. In this display case, they have a manuscript copy of an act to incorporate the Bank of the United States, written by Alexander Hamilton in 1790. In this document, Hamilton presented his argument to Congress for the establishment of a central bank. Dated March 2nd, 1791, this newspaper clipping from the Gazette of the United States made Hamilton's argument public. On the other side of the same display case, they have some continental currency. At the museum, you'll see all types of exciting things: real historical currency and artifacts that tell the story of the United States dollar, treasures like a preserved pine tree shilling from colonial America, and notes from the U.S. Civil War, games and simulations that allow you to interact with the roles and responsibilities of the Central Bank of the United States, the Federal Reserve. The building is actually the Federal Reserve Building. The Money Museum is on the first floor. On the Money Museum's website, they talk about if you're in town to see Hamilton musical, visit the Money Museum to see Hamilton, the exhibit, and learn about the man who inspired the musical and see what it meant for him to be the Secretary of the U.S. Treasury. As we walked through downtown, we did see a poster advertising Hamilton. They also presented on one of the displays a U.S. money timeline, which had some very interesting dates. In 1690, the colonial notes. In 1764, the British band. And in 1785, the dollar was introduced. Congress adopted the dollar as the official money unit of the United States in 1785. In 1861, just prior to the Civil War, the first general circulation of paper money by the U.S. government began, with Congress authorizing the U.S. Treasury to issue non-interest-bearing demand notes. In 1905, paper currency had a colored background. The use of the national motto, "In God We Trust," on all currency has been required by law since 1955. It first appears on paper money with the issuance of the dollar silver certificate series in 1957. It began appearing on Federal Reserve notes, the 1963 series. In 1990, security thread and microprinting was put in place. And in 1996 is when those bills were all redesigned. In 2003, color was added to the money. And in 2004, more color was added to the money. One display shows that at the stroke of a pen on December 23, 1913, the Federal Reserve System was born. Also on display was a $5,000 and a $10,000 bill. This particular $10,000 Federal Reserve note was issued in 1918, at the end of World War I. In 1945, the U.S. Treasury stopped printing the $10,000 denomination along with the $500, $1,000, and $5,000 notes. Nevertheless, these notes continued to be issued until remaining supplies were depleted in 1969. Have any of you seen any one of these large bills? United States paper currency is designed and produced by the Bureau of Engraving and Printing for the Federal Reserve. The BEP designs and issues new bills every 7 to 10 years to take advantage of new security technologies. Here I'm playing with one of the displays that teach you how to find forgeries. I think this might be one. And of course, as Steve mentions in the creation seminar, they banty around the word evolution everywhere. And this display has this huge sign, evolution of money. I don't think money's ever evolved. There may have been some changes in money. Actually, there's been a lot of changes in money, but it's never evolved. It's still money. I'll let this display just speak for itself. This was one of the most amazing displays. This is 1 million $1 bills. They say it weighs more than 2,000 pounds. A stack of $1 million bills would be 1.5 times the height of this building. If you had 1 million $1 notes and spent one every second of every day, you would go broke in about 12 days. This display showed $1 million in $20 bills, and this crazy display displayed $50,000 in coins under this glass that was in the floor. And as you walked on the glass, it would light up. And of course, this was a fun one. You could pretend that you were taking this attaché with $1 million. They had this great little photo unit. Here's our photo. Here are the basic rules for visiting the Money Museum. We have also taken a tour of the United States Mint and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tours are also available at the Denver Mint. We have not taken that tour. Coins that you see will have either a P on them for Philadelphia or a D on them for Denver, indicating which mint they were made in. There is a United States Mint at San Francisco, and it has played an important role in our nation's coinage. Although it does not currently produce circulating coins, it is the exclusive manufacturer of regular proof and silver proof coin sets. Overall, we had a fabulous day in Chicago, and we'll include more information on our great Whirlwind Day in the Windy City. American history, all around you, above you, below you. Love it, learn it, appreciate it. And don't forget to watch our weekday nuggets.